Welcome to the 210 Culture Podcast featuring G, Dom, and Donna. G, take it away.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 210 Culture Podcast. Like always, this is G.
And Dom.
And Donna.
And this is episode 8 now. The
That's
210 Culture
Ocho
Podcast.
for the bilinguals.
Yes, El Ocho, a.k.a. the tip-off episode, where we give you more than just a tip.
Doo-doo-ch.
Yes, but, we're back again. Another week down in the books here. So, yes, it's called Tip-Off Edition because the NBA season has started, which is Donna's favorite time of year because it's the only time she cares about sports.
Oh, yes. My favorite.
Which tonight, currently right now, is actually the sports equinox, which we have hockey, baseball, football, and basketball all going on
All
tonight
at
right now
once.
at the same time. So you're probably watching it on one sports channel or another if you're a sports fan, and if you're not, this is probably hell for you today. But, it is what it is. But,
It's a great day to be a sports fan.
yes, it is. It's a very good time. Crackheads are chirping, drunk people singing, and enough blowhorns to make your ears go deaf at every stadium. So, we're going to start our podcast off like we always do. Just go around the corner and ask everybody what they did all weekend. So we'll go ahead and start with Dom. Dom, what'd you do all weekend?
Well, I've been trying to find some new places to hit up to go, just enjoy their breakfast and other meals of the day.
I thought you were going to say friends.
No, not at all. I got a lot of friends. Trying to find a lot of work, though, but yeah.
Those are all his friends, all the different food places. James is his best friend.
Yeah, you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're all best friends. Then late dinner.
That would be a midnight snack.
Yeah, I guess so. But, who's counting?
Mm-hmm.
But, basically went to a couple of pho places. They're pretty good. Especially on the weather that we're having here in San Antonio with the cold and
beautiful.
the rain. It feels kind of spooky these days, the weather.
It's very spooky.
Spooky
It is.
weather.
Spooky
It
ooey
is.
and gooey looey.
Makes you want to stay inside and say some scary stories, eat some hot soup.
Watch the 31 days of Halloween on Freeform.
I've
Fanatic.
been watching nonstop scary movies since this season started, so it's a great time.
Shit, I've been watching scary movies even before the season started.
I just like to watch them all during the season. This way I don't feel weird.
No.
I
Think
just-
I'm a killer or something or
I am a
weirdo.
killer.
You are weird. And
I love
scary
any type of
movies
I
are
think I know
scary.
what my costume's going to be. It's going to be Michael Myers this year.
Documentaries,
For the record, scary movies are lame.
scary movies.
Boo, you're lame.
They can't
Yeah.
happen. We already discussed
You're
this.
lame.
We already discussed about
I don't
the
know why I
demonios.
married you.
Because I'm awesome. That's why.
You wish.
So yeah, and for us here, we Saturday we went to Influencer
I don't even
Media
remember.
Day.
That's how boring our weekend was.
No, it was actually pretty
Oh,
good.
wait. No, we went to Ceviche.
Wow.
That was good.
Who are you?
That was really
Were
good.
you asleep this weekend?
I was asleep.
Yes, so we did go to Ceviche. We went for Influencer
I like me some ceviche.
Media Day. Shout out to Chef Caesar out there and his whole crew at Ceviche.
Caesar.
Hey.
The video was just posted today, so go check it out on our Facebook page if you haven't seen it yet. It's our little, I guess you can say, review of the Influencer place. It was pretty cool. We gotta try the micheladas that I am not a fan of. I finally discovered I don't like them, but Donna got to enjoy
They're
one.
good.
That was pretty good. And then they had tofu, so it's not
Oh,
just
really?
yeah. So they do
Yeah.
Interesting.
they
They're
do carry
vegan
for the
friendly,
vegan
too.
and vegetarians. So they have pickled mushroom ceviche.
To all you other millennials out there, you got tofu.
Oh my god, you make it seem like you're like 40 years old and stuff.
No, but we're all technically millennials. I
The
just checked
60th.
it. We're generation.
YMCA.
We are the millennials, actually. So it's scary.
We are Gen Yers. Gen Xers are our parents.
Yeah, we're the wires.
We're on
the wire.
We're the YMCA crew. That's all that matters. But yeah, it was pretty good. They have shrimp and salmon and
I would hope so. That's what ceviche is.
regular fish. So you have the option. You can get it in like a lettuce wrap, and they'll wrap it, of course, in lettuce, like it says. You can get it with some chips, or if you want to go.
The only
traditional-
wrapping I'd be doing is unwrapping.
Mhm. And then if
True.
you wanted to, you could do it with some crackers. And
Hey,
then
watch out.
you can eat it with, if you wanted more like a poke bowl style, they do it with some steamed rice, which is steamed rice is actually boiled in coconut milk
Whoa.
and mango. That was like the best part. That's the
Whoa,
whole
that's
time I was just
crazy.
munching
Yeah.
out on it. I got like 3 bowls. I just kept
I
going
would
back.
just use my tortilla chip and just go to town.
I
on
did.
It
it.
was good with the tortilla chip.
Mhm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Always.
they opened on Monday. They had their whole ribbon
Yes.
ceremony and everything. And
Yes.
yeah, now they're open. I think every day but
Yes.
Sunday. I think he said Sunday. I can't remember. It's in the video.
Yeah.
Sunday,
hours.
Sunday.
But they're open from 11 to 9. I think every day. I'm not too sure.
Cool.
Check out the video. He explains it in the video. So you want the hours, check it there, or check out their Facebook or Instagram.
Watch our video, though.
Yeah,
Hey.
but
That's why you're at it.
definitely watch our video, share, like,
I like
subscribe,
ceviche.
all that good stuff. And then, we just watched the Astros game on Saturday. Had me some Eighth Wonder beer and had a good time there watching the game. They pulled the win out, and as we speak, they're probably going to lose the series. They're down 0-1 right now. This game, which after a heartbreaker yesterday. But, they'll come.
Yeah, the thing about baseball is that you never know what's going to happen.
And it takes 3 days to play one game. So
True.
there's that. I stayed up to, I think, like 1 last night watching the game. So
Oh, I want a beard or mustache like this guy right here.
but,
He looks like Yosemite Sam, you know what I'm saying? Big old mustache pointing out.
But
Okay.
let's get into these topics here.
Yes.
Topics.
So first, like it always is, we'll start off with a UTSA. UTSA played against LA Tech last week and
Boo, they
unfortunately
suck.
lost 31
I
to
hate
3,
Get out of here.
scoring only 3 points in the third quarter.
That's sad.
You suck!
Yeah.
I mean, I still went to that school, but still, I feel so bad for them, but not so much.
Mhm. Well, they are set to play Southern Miss this coming Saturday, the 20th.
They
at-
better put their big
6
boys
p.m.
pants on.
Huh?
They better put their big boy pants on.
Yeah, so what did you guys think of last week's game?
Boo, they suck.
I love my Roadrunners. I always will. But
I think the Coyote caught him this time.
but this was
The
exactly
Spurs
what I was.
Coyote?
Yeah, they caught the. You just say Roadrunner.
So this is exactly what I was talking about last week and the week before when I was iffy on them and I was getting shit about it. I mean, it's just inconsistency. You don't have an offense that can score. I think this is probably
We
one
need
of-
a one-team quarterback.
I think this is. Well, I mean, we've had just that one quarterback, but I just think in general, this is one of the poorest offensive teams that we've had in a long, long time.
We need to keep building. It seems like.
And even the years that we were plagued with injuries, those 2 years that we had bad losing seasons, even then the team was still putting up points. We just didn't have a defense. And it's
Now
just
we have
like,
a defense without an offense.
And I mean, we have everybody healthy, and we're not putting points on the board. That's saying something. And
Coach
like I
and
said,
staff, hello.
like I said, with Frank Wilson, this is his first official draft class or
Right.
team with no draft classes from
Well,
anybody before, and that's where you really got to start wondering: was all of this hype before
For
when he
nothing?
came on? Was that still the effect, the Croker effect, or is that the Frank Wilson genius? Because I mean, Davenport, NFL
Yeah.
superstar, our
Gave him
meal
the
ticket
Croker-
now.
Croker
UTSA's
era.
meal ticket. We milking them big time. Shout out to Marcus if you're listening, which I know you're not, but shout out to you anyway.
Won a Saints jersey, by the
Uh,
way.
Hey.
If you ever come back into town, you should come on our show. But yeah, I mean,
Get you a t-shirt, too.
I mean, we got lucky. I don't want to say we got lucky due to his circumstance. It's not a lucky circumstance that we had got him, with his mom being sick and him not wanting to leave. But we got lucky in that sense as a team. We got lucky that he stayed for that reason and he became a superstar. But honestly, without him, who did we really have last year? We had I always forget his name, Mutafa.
Mutafa.
He got hurt last year, and we were still doing something. And then it's like Sturm. Shout out to Sturm over there, third stringing for I don't know who he's third stringing for now. But I
Still
mean,
something.
if we can't put points on the board, no matter how good our defense is. Period.
Yeah, defense wins games.
And I said that was going to be a big test because LA Tech always comes and brings it. Southern Miss is going to be a little bit easier, but still not going to be an easy game. So I'm still sweating it out, but I guess we can get it back together.
Orange and blue all the way.
But
baby.
exactly. So I mean, we're still gonna be rooting for them, win or lose. But
Beep beep.
we'll see what it is. But yeah,
Yep.
beef it is. But
Meep.
time to move on, I guess.
Meep. Moving on to the Spurs. They had their
The
season
tip-off
opener
edition.
game yesterday. They played against the Timberwolves, and the Spurs won 108-112.
That's right. Don't come in here with that.
Scoring 31 points in the first quarter, 25 in the second, 25 in the third, and 39 in the fourth. Spurs are set to play against the Trailblazers on the 20th at 9 p.m. So what did you guys think about the Spurs' first season opener game against the Timberwolves?
No big shock.
I know, typical thing. So for everybody who thought the Spurs were going to do terrible the first game,
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Yeah, I don't even know
what
what
to
you
say.
said that.
I don't know where they're sitting at, but yeah, I mean, season opener. I heard DeRozan came out the superstar that he is.
Showed some love. That's
I
what
heard
he
he
did.
scored more points than Kawhi,
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah,
and then Kawhi missed like the first 3 shots of the game or
But he
something.
still had like 29 points. He had 29 points.
I think DeRozan was like 28 and Kawhi was like 29 or something.
Yeah, it was. I mean, literally. I mean, both guys are superstars. You know, we put our faith in Kawhi. You know, and you know, we fed his ego, but he's not a egotistical person. He's more of just like he wants to just play the game, but you know, his actions did not speak that. You know, when he was with us now after the championship, and so now DeRozan. I mean, my props to you, man, coming into a new city, showing some
Hey.
love. I mean, showing some camaraderie and showing as leadership as well. Feeding it to Aldridge and then passing it out. I mean, Patty Mills. You know, we got all the guys. We got the tools. We just got to execute now this season.
yeah. So I mean, I'm glad. I mean, first off, for the record, everybody who wants to be bashing Kawhi and stuff, like, at the end of the
It's a
day, though, he was still our player,
Yeah.
and I don't.
We loved him.
I hope when we play him, I hope we beat him, and I hope he sucks. But other than that, the rest of the season, like, I wish him the best of luck. I mean, he was still. He was
a part of us,
He was a
man.
boy that had to become a man quick on the Spurs team, as much as everyone doesn't.
Timmy Duncan,
Nobody.
if you listening.
Yes, I mean, you had Tim, you had
Manu.
and Tony, but let's be honest here. If that 20-year-old kid makes that free throw in 2013, we're back-to-back NBA champions. In that game that Miami ended up taking back because he missed that free throw.
I know.
And I mean, he just had the pressure to be the next Tim Duncan when he was gone, and not everybody can handle that. Yes, he wants to be the star. Yes, he probably does want to go back to California on the bigger platform, but who can blame somebody, though? I mean, it's just like anybody here in San Antonio. If you were stuck playing in Milwaukee or Toronto and your uncle comes up and says, hey, why don't you go back home and go play with your mom, play near your mom in San Antonio, wouldn't you be wanting to play back in San Antonio when you grow up and that's who you want? I mean, there's a better way to handle the situation.
Yeah, better way to handle it.
But at the end of the day, though, we didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. As soon as he was gone, he came back and he got hurt again, and nobody could give a timetable. Everyone was like, "Oh, Kawhi quit." And I know a lot of people here in this city that if they were in Kawhi's shoes and people were talking shit about them, they tell them to go fuck themselves and quit their job too.
Yeah.
So that's where I kind of like I feel bad that he left, but I do understand in his shoes the way he would. But if I was in his shoes, I'd be feeling the same way. Why play somewhere that they don't want me? They think I'm a fucking quitter. But I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, we're still going to take championship, so I don't care who he plays for. He can play with LeBron in LA, all I care. But back to DeRozan. Cool fact was that he was, I guess, he was going to get a jersey for his mom opening night because she was there. And he went to the fan zone, and they told him that they were sold out of his jersey.
Oh.
And his mom didn't believe him. His mom was like, "You're lying. They have to have one." He's like, "No, like they're completely sold out."
That's the difference between Toronto and San Antonio.
So,
We actually buy jerseys.
So according to Donna, she knows somebody who supposedly works at a hotel or something. And according to her sources, though, he says that he didn't.
My sources that he doesn't like San Antonio.
Yes, according to her sources.
And I mean, shit. If I was moving from Toronto to here, I probably wouldn't like San Antonio either. But that's how everybody is you know,
Grows on you though.
honestly, that's how everybody is at first when they come to San Antonio. It's kind of like a whole different ball game. So of course you're gonna enter here and you're gonna be like, I hate this. This sucks. I want to go home. Blah blah blah.
Be like,
DeRozan, we love
Once
you, buddy.
let the San Antonio take over you, it's definitely a good experience. There's some really good people here.
A lot
and
of family.
It's just a really
feeling.
good vibe.
and a very good podcast that records every Thursday.
You just have to, you know, let it consume you.
And I feel like he's starting to realize that too. I mean, because every time he like comes in, he discovers like our support. Like when it was with the mural, that he thought it was photoshopped, and now that with the jerseys. So I feel like he's starting to feel the love. But I think, I mean, you're always gonna be sour when the place you really wanted to be at just tells you they don't want you and they trade you, and you're gonna always just have that kind of disrespect for wherever you go because that's not where you want to be. But
I mean, I think honestly, like he feels like a, like trying to think of it like an orphan. I mean, you were chosen by a family, and the family just rejected you and said, "Nah, I prefer this other kid than this one." I mean,
Yeah.
and then that's how he feels like. He feels rejection because he wanted to do good for his city that he was working with to begin with, and he loved, and now they rejected it. Well, they didn't. It wasn't rejected. We got to remember this is a business,
mhm.
and he's taking it personally. And now
I think he probably wouldn't have taken so personally if they wouldn't have told him, "No, you're good. We ain't gonna do nothing with you."
yeah,
And then boom, sorry, you're
And they
traded
did.
by.
And
See you
he
later.
and he knew the rumors, and that's why he asked them, and they're like, "Oh no, you're good." And then
they
the
traded
next
him.
morning he's traded. But he gets that HEB check money. Shout out to those HEB
Hey,
commercials.
Hey.
check out that commercial. though.
They released 3 of them
Feels good.
yesterday. They released one.
I think I only
Patty
saw
gave
one
him
yesterday.
his big ass thing of chips and salsa.
Yeah, he gives them a big old thing of chips and salsa, and then they're like, he's
I
like,
want
how many?
them salsa,
he's like,
Patty.
he's like, how many people are coming? He's all, it's just us. And they have like this full like
Right,
wicker
y'all do
basket.
it big in Texas.
Yeah, then he's
Yeah.
like, wait till you see the barbecue sauce fountain, and it's a chocolate fountain, and
coyote.
the coyote's eating out of it.
Coyote, and they're like, "Get over there!
The coyote just
Get
looks at him.
away!"
The second one was for their all was it natural meats and chickens and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So they're like in their Zen garden and they're doing like tongue twisters and stuff,
Mhm.
like rhyming the words. And then Aldrich comes and I forget what he says, and everybody's just like, "Oh, really?" He's I don't know. I didn't think that one was as funny, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then the last one was for what was the last one?
well, I mean,
I
of
can't-
I
course.
don't remember. I only saw one.
There was
You're the
3.
one that saw the rest.
Yeah, there was 3, but there's still I think 3 more because there's still the one with the legends where Manu gets inducted into
Oh,
the
yes.
the Spurs.
I
With
think I
his
might
robe
cry
and
during that
everything.
one.
the Spurs suite one. But yeah, there's still more coming out. But it's definitely pretty good. And I mean, it's a great time. We got football in the midst of the mid-season. We're starting to get good. You have the
Go
NBA
Cowboys.
starting. We're
Yay,
time to
NBA.
see DeRozan.
Go Spurs.
It looks
Los
like after
Spurs.
tonight
Los
we might not have
Spurs.
anything to care about baseball anymore.
Puro pinche Astros.
But whatever. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we're gonna do our weekly updates on the Spurs games, and
Yes.
Yes.
just like we do UTSA. So
Yes.
it's a long season. To go right ahead. So let's go ahead and
Yes.
jump into our next topic here.
Yeah.
Charge.
Keeping with sports as well, San Antonio Commanders release inaugural season schedule.
Charge.
The Alliance of American Football announced the kickoff of the San Antonio Commanders. The first game takes place February the 9th as the Commanders host the San Diego Fleet at 7 p.m. here at the Alamo Dome.
Get it.
The AAF has 8 teams with 52-player rosters playing a
Say
10-week
what?
regular season. You can purchase tickets on their website for a season deposit of only $50.
Let's get it.
Would you pay for a season pass to see the San Antonio Commanders?
I'm already am a commander.
Yeah, if I knew how much it was
Not a
for the
fake one.
season. So yeah, I looked into that because I was trying to get a pair of tickets myself.
Because his real name is Clarence.
But yeah, the $50 deposit only guarantees you your choice of seat, but it doesn't tell you what the season price is. So I didn't get one because I needed to know how much they were before I get them.
Well, a deposit $50 can mean that you can sign up probably for a plan or something.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'd like to know what the plans are because I'm not trying to pay.
If it's something like they do with the Spurs, where you get to pick, like, oh, I'll pay for 3 games, or I'll pay for 6 games in advance, and that would be perfect because you
Yeah,
could
you-
just choose whatever games you want to go to.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
My whole thing is if they're trying to get you to buy like a $500 season ticket for a football team you don't even know.
I was
like,
about
per
to say
season.
it can't be that
I'm not
expensive.
I'm
trying to
pretty sure
pay.
the first game should be like a fan appreciation, and free game or something. I mean, that if you're listening out there, maybe just do it like a free game so we can see what we're getting into. I mean, this is like a new relationship. You gotta butter us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't
Before we
really
let
say
you into
free,
our door.
But at least do like maybe UTSA $20
Half price,
tickets
yeah, half
or
price.
like $30 tickets, something like that. I mean,
Exactly.
you're trying to get people to come up in here, so
Exactly.
you don't even know if this
Stop!
team is gonna be good or not.
Hey, no matter what, I mean, they got San Antonio in their name, and
I'm
their
gonna paint my
Commanders.
chest maroon and draw a sword. It's cool. I'll be there.
Please don't.
Yes, we are. Go Commanders.
So embarrassing.
Oh, Commanders. Go Commanders. Whoop whoop.
We're gonna
See
create
Commanders
a
written all over your
yell
ass.
for them.
Commanders.
Commanders!
Okay, all right, moving on.
All right, next topic.
Okay, so going back to UTSA, San Antonio approves land transfer for UTSA downtown campus. The council unanimously approved the transfer of 2 parcels of land to expand the UTSA downtown campus. City of San Antonio properties transferring to UTSA include 2.5 acres at the intersection of South Santa Rosa and Dolorosa Street and 1 acre on Dolorosa near South Flores Street. They will be the sites of the National Security Collaboration Center and the School of Data Science. What do you think of this expansion?
So before we begin, let's start with the resident person who cares about the homeless people, Donna. What's your opinions on this?
Oh God!
I know. Isn't
So
that-
besides expanding the UTSA downtown campus, it will also be adding dorms to the downtown campus, and I don't agree with that. I don't. Especially in the area that UTSA downtown campus is located, I think it's dangerous. I really do.
Exactly.
Especially when you have students that don't have cars, that are just walking around at night. There's a bunch of hobos. You never know what they do. Like, not only hobos, but like everybody else. You just don't know. You just don't know these days. People are crazy. So I'm just looking out for the safety of these kids.
Have you met our president?
I haven't. He's not my president. Romo is.
Hashtag I'm with Romo. But
Tony
yeah,
Romo.
I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, the real reason behind why Donna doesn't like the homeless people there was that some homeless guy tried sitting next to her one time when she had to wait for me in class. While I was in class.
No, it's not that.
That
But
hobo
there
was G,
There was
though.
a guy whenever I would wait for G at the downtown campus. He would literally he would get his little baggie of popcorn because it was like on Tuesdays where they used to give out popcorn in the afternoon. And then he just used to sit down in that little lounge area. He used to turn on like 3 different TVs and he used to just be watching, eating popcorn and
Catch up on his
stuff. And I'm
soaps.
like, oh my God. This is like a regular thing. And he's like, oh yeah, I see him there all the time.
Yeah, it was like he's
Wow.
always just chilling in there. And she's like all freaking out. I was like, oh yeah, that's Bob. Bob's in there like all the time. Shout out to Bob. I know you can't hear us, but if you moved up in the world, congrats, bro. But yeah, I mean, the only thing I have against this, based on what I've seen from the sketches and the future plans or whatever, is that they are going to build apartments, but they're going to be on the other side of was it
The highway?
35? Yeah, the other side of the highway. So one of them is like supposed to be built behind where the original Bill Miller's is at. So it's supposed to be like behind that. So you're gonna have to
Oh
go from
God,
there.
that's a walk.
This is very small air. Like these are very small pieces of land.
Now,
Yeah,
are
just
they going to
warning.
have shuttles like
I would
the regular
hope so,
campus?
'cause I mean that's a long walk,
It is a long
even with
walk.
busy streets. And then
Those
during
poor
Fiesta,
kids.
Apparently, you never grew up in the '90s where we had to walk everywhere.
yeah. But can you imagine during Fiesta trying to get
Well,
to class?
The 90s were much safer. Now
True.
there's a bunch of crazy ass people.
So yeah,
I
so not
mean-
only do you gotta fight the hobos, but then you gotta fight that, and then the other one is supposed to be, if I'm correct, it's on the side where Cattleman Square is for Fiesta.
Mhm.
That whole area is
Oh,
gonna
that's
be.
not too bad, but still, that's where the hobos are at.
So that area you're gonna have the
Hobos are
creeping out.
people
Especially
too.
that sketchy ass McDonald's. Oh hell no.
But at least the hobos going to eat
All right, I'm
good.
starting a campaign, Hobos Are People Too campaign. So, I mean, they're just down on their luck, just like everybody
So
else.
Dom's gonna start skateboarding and jumping over hobos.
I mean,
Like
just
that.
to raise money for them. So
Yeah, like
everybody
that-
come
like
down
that- like
to the
the episode
the
downtown
kids and
campus.
the hobos are gonna be there asking for money together and teaming up. You know what I mean?
Well, then
Pay-
give it to the hobos. This is what it's for.
Pay for tuition. Suck your
Sorry.
dick for a nickel.
Everything's in credit card and debit card.
They're
That's
like-
why I'm gonna bring the square
You
with
have
me.
like a regular kid going to school asking for money. They're like, how long have you been homeless? Oh, I'm in school, bitch. What the fuck?
They'd be like, I suck your dick for $1. Oh, you homeless? Nah, I'm just trying to get to class.
I'm trying to pay off my loans. What the fuck? I just feel bad these homeless people aren't gonna have another area to defecate in. I mean, come on, that's like their like bathroom / home.
I was gonna say, I really
Areas.
feel like eventually they're gonna just move that area out. But like, where do they go to next? Like-
I mean, anywhere that under a highway, I suspect.
I don't know. Keep them on the far west side. Don't
You know what? Like, I mean, there are homeless shelters. I mean, we do have them there. It's just some of them decide to be where they want to be. I mean, we can't force them to go somewhere they want. These aren't death camps. These are just places for them to live. You know.
Yes, sir. But
Other than that, though, my real question is: they're also expanding.
What are those?
They're also expanding the regular UTSA campus, but
Yes.
where'd that parking at, though?
I still gotta find parking.
They're having all these fucking buildings and no parking. That is ridiculous,
I
people.
just say they just turn everything into a parking
What
garage.
the hell's going on?
I mean,
Turn the basement of the math building into a parking garage. Turn the
they might as well start doing underground parking because it's just
Right?
getting ridiculous.
might as well.
or
City of San Antonio, if
or-
you're hearing us, it was our idea, so let's
Or we
go
can
with
build a
it.
badass monorail that goes from like Six Flags. So when Six Flags is not in season during the school year, you can just park at the Six Flags and take the monorail to school. That'd be dope.
Yeah, but then you'd have to hire the guards at Six Flags to like take care of the vehicles and stuff.
Right.
Hey, we win battles, not wars. Let them figure that out. But they need to come up with some type of monorail system. I don't feel
Public
like
transit.
I don't feel like the buses are supplement enough for the
Nope.
students there. Even you gotta
Not
leave.
if it's public and we have to share with other people.
But even
No.
in general, even like the rowdy bus, like you still like wasting time. If you can get a shuttle that can get you from point A to point B in 5 minutes tops, instead of the 15 minutes it takes you to get loaded
Well, that's
up.
why kids should be early to class.
Hell no.
That's why kids should be early to class.
That's why you're late to everything.
No, I was never late.
Coffee's the reason.
Tom, how many times have we been on time for anything when we have to go because she's getting ready?
I plead
Dumb.
the fifth. I plead the
That was
fifth.
a very good answer, sir.
I know my rights as a United States citizen. I'm not gonna answer due to the fifth.
Very good. Very good, sir.
All right. So besides that, I mean, we do need public transportation.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, because I mean, with the Mother Nature declining over the years, I mean, we need something to help us get to point A and point
Come
B.
on, man. You get fucking $30,000 from each student. Do something with it and not just waste it on fucking football team that sucks ass.
Hey. It ain't our fault that they can't fucking get a good ass fucking working cannon, which I totally forgot to mention that. So
Yay, we got
I'm
a cannon,
gonna
guys.
That's
backtrack
true.
real quick.
I forgot about that.
So this weekend we unveiled our official cannon. So our cannon.
We gonna shoot shit.
I definitely recommend not looking up the picture of the cannon. So apparently it's just like some rusted ass cannon that they found in the middle of a lake.
People gonna
They
die.
slapped some what are those called? The thing that you wrap the electrical cables around, that wooden spool.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just picture like two of those big giant ones from Home Depot,
Yeah.
like they use for the industrial cables. Picture that, and with a cannon sitting on top, and at the end, at the cover ends of those things,
Come and take it. Yeah.
you just,
Like
you just have the
flag.
UTSA logo printed on it. But that's all it looks like. Like there's no,
We
anything
got to make
to it.
traditions, you know. This is our first football team in San Antonio.
But yes, with all the money we have, we can get a better cannon. But the most important part, which really is the whole point of this rant that I'm about to go on, is that they fire it when kickoff. Cool.
Dope.
The halftime, which is cool.
Oh, it still looks cool.
It does not look cool. Do not give me that bullshit. It's strapped together
It
with
looks
some tie
historic.
downs.
It
It's
looks
strapped
like it's
together
part
with
of
some
our
tie downs.
lives.
It looks like they made it with $5, and they spent all the money on the cannon. It's one of those like when you have a group project and they tell you got $20 and you spend all the money on the main piece and you just like push it out of the trash
Or when
can.
you have $15 to spend on a scarecrow costume and you decide to buy a stupid lion onesie.
Oh, that wasn't the bad part. It was the rest of it that was expensive. But anyway, back to my rant.
Yeah.
So they shoot it off in the beginning
That'll
of the
be a
game.
surprise.
They shoot it off at halftime, and they shoot it in the fourth quarter when they pull up the come and take it flag. The
Mhm.
problem with all of this that I have, and there is video of this, is the cannon does not fire.
Whack.
What they do is they take a big-ass box of cardboard, stick some gunpowder in that bitch, and light it, but they sit the box in front of the cannon so it smokes like if the cannon actually shot it off.
Okay, with all the money that we got, we could have at least made one at school.
Exactly. We have the best fucking kicking simulator in the whole United States. We have the best computer science program in the world. But you're telling me we don't have an engineer program that cannot design a damn cannon to fire real smoke. I don't want a cannonball. I don't want anybody to die. I just want explosion,
I want a cannonball.
reaction, and smoke coming from
Somebody
the
has
cannon's
to die.
hole, not in a
Speak
big
for
ass
yourself, G. We want people to die.
We want a ball.
We
I
want
mean,
a body,
box.
damn it.
We want to destroy the mascot across, but that's not the point.
We want to kill the bobcat, damn it.
Exactly, but
Oh, look.
that's my point, and I think she's finding the footage here. We'll post it on our page after I put the podcast. We'll put it on there, but
Wait,
yeah,
hold
it's
on.
whack.
Hold on.
They're watching it right now.
Sorry. Yes.
Hey, Rodney.
Insert commercial here. Itch you can't scratch. Embarrassing
Oh,
odor.
that's so
Just kidding.
whack. I thought that money went to something that worked.
Exactly, and that
You have failed me, Romo.
That's not Romo.
this wouldn't have happened under Romo's reign. Hashtag not my president. Hashtag bring back Romo.
Lord Jesus.
Hashtag that girl be lying.
Okay,
Hashtag
okay,
Harlem
okay.
Shake 2016.
Anyways, congratulations, UTSA, for your expansion on both campuses. We
I
are
know,
very,
my
very
school.
proud to have our school expand and be bigger and better.
They a big boy now.
And we're glad that her alumni funds are going somewhere.
I know.
My
all
$30,000 have been serviced very well in a stupid cannon.
My
Thank
$30,000 went to the fucking fountain being built
But to
back
the,
up.
but to the person
Fucking
who,
Basario.
but to the person who designed this cannon and came up with the idea for this cannon, all I gotta say is
What? What do you got to say?
all I gotta say is
Congratulations, you played yourself.
so I don't want to hear it. I'm done with my rant. Let's move on to the next topic.
Case closed.
All right, next topic.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure G is going to get wet with this one. So
Ooh.
taste testers are needed for the second annual Queso Meltdown
Let's
for
get it.
CAM. You can help decide
Queso.
the top queso maker in the city by putting your taste buds to the test at the Queso Meltdown for CAM. It also helps a local charity all at the same time.
Ooh, I like queso.
So this is taking place November the 10th at Christian Assistance Ministry, 110 McCullough
Oh, I
Avenue.
get it. CAM.
From
Got you.
1 to 4 p.m. Regular tickets are $5 and VIP admission tickets are $25.
Well, G better get that VIP to
Are y'all
get that
up to be a
queso.
taste tester?
When I pulled up and I actually applied earlier, everybody who was there just stopped and knew.
It was
that-
at this moment that Nathan knew. He fucked up.
Oh, Nathan.
Yes, that was the name of the nice gentleman who was doing the interview for me,
Oh.
and then he said I was actually overqualified to be a taste tester.
I
Because they
bet.
just needed somebody who.
Shut the front
who-
door.
They were like, we need somebody who has like shitty taste in cheese, because we don't want you to know that this is just shitty cheese we're using. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go find out how to get
That's
in.
because
Sure.
G has eaten all the shittiest cheese in the world, so
Yes.
he'll pinpoint them out.
I've eaten Oaxaca cheese.
He's eating the Velveeta that was been in the fridge for like 2 years.
My
Yeah.
wife
True.
is addicted to Taco Bell, and I've eaten Taco Bell cheese for the last 6 years.
You mean
if I can eat-
produced cheese?
So if I can eat that
Yes.
shitty Taco Bell cheese, I can eat some
Love it.
classy cheese like some blue cheese.
I just want a was it a quesarito?
Steak
Quesarito.
quesarito,
Uh,
sour cream, and
let's,
chipotle sauce on the side,
See,
cheesy
she knows
bean and
my
rice
order.
burrito with extra sauce and the chipotle
Quesadilla.
sauce on the side.
My
I
favorite
just
type
want
of Taco
cheese.
Cabana. I mean, my favorite type of Taco Bell food is the one that I throw in the trash when I'm done.
Lord Jesus.
So Dom, I gotta ask you because I just personally feel this way,
Choro.
and I know she's kind of not a cheeseaholic like I am, and you're a little bit more cheese connoisseur than like me.
I like cheese.
So, in your opinion, is blue cheese dip and blue cheese the same? I say no, because I like eating blue cheese with certain stuff, but I don't like blue cheese dipping sauce.
I feel like blue cheese as a whole is it's an
It's an
acquired taste.
Yes, just
But like
ricotta.
the dip is different though. I mean, it tastes different. Like they've added something that's diverted from the blue cheese taste when it's natural to where it's in a dip.
I just really think it's blue cheese mixed in with ranch. That's
That-
what I really
I mean,
think
if
it
that's
is.
the case, then
That's what it looks like
so-
it is.
Kudos to you. I can eat blue cheese that way, but
So-
not like when I make my buffalo chicken dip. I mean, I use blue cheese in it, and I can't tell.
Buffalo chicken.
And
dip.
that stuff is great.
So while we're speaking about cheese, I'm gonna mention the comparison that I made yesterday about cheese.
There's cheese on my head, but don't call me a cheesehead.
Bees on my head, but don't call me a beehead.
So
Animal nuggets.
I said that Kraft Single is missing a very important, or not Kraft Single, Kraft Company
Craft what?
is missing a very important market
Oh, Lord
That they can
Jesus,
be-
I remember this conversation.
that they could be targeting in. And Kraft, if you're listening, you should cut me a check on this shit and make this happen.
I want
So,
cheese.
We were talking about yesterday
Cut
how
the cheese already,
I was
Kraft.
talking about how cream cheese is the LBGTS plus. I'm sorry for making fun of
Gay?
all the letters, but the gay community's cheese because it goes both ways. You can use
It's
it.
bisexual.
It's a
I heard
bisexual
they
cheese.
made a new cheese. It's called queef.
It's a
And they
bisexual.
cut it all the time.
It's a bisexual of cheese because you can use it in jalapeno poppers like regular cheese, and then you can turn around and
Jalapeno
flip it
poppers.
and use it for dessert and make a
Frosting
cream
and
cheese
stuff,
out of it and
cheesecake.
frosting.
I know it's true. You can use
So,
it for anything.
You would think that during Gay Pride Month they would make like a rainbow colored cream cheese.
Ew.
I'm pretty sure a lot of gay people would be buying that rainbow colored cream cheese if part of the proceeds would go to their organization. And I don't see
True.
why Kraft does not think of that and make money off that.
Or they just sponsor one of the floats and throw cream cheese packets at everybody.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
then
parade.
everybody get a sour taste in their mouth.
You
huh?
get a cream cheese. You get a cream cheese.
But they got to be
you
rainbow
get
cream
a cream
cheeses.
cheese. Huh?
But they got to be rainbow cream cheeses.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the Gay Pride
sure.
flag.
Why not?
Cream
But-
cheese fight.
Also, adding to this queso meltdown because G just went on a fucking
Cheese-
trip.
cheese
about
rampage.
Cheese.
I'm just trying to get paid here. Somebody pay me for my ideas.
I
Children
like cheese.
10 years of age and under, active duty military, and veterans all get in for free.
Free.
But what if
Yes.
you're a cheese tester? Do you get it for free for that, or do you
No,
gotta pay?
you have to pay $5.
That's why you need the
There's also gonna be
VIP.
different prizes.
What
live
if we bring our
music,
own cheese?
Margaritas.
Are they gonna be cheese margaritas?
Margaritas.
Yes,
They're
sure.
gonna be cheeseritas.
Cheesy Ritas.
So the restaurants competing. The restaurants competing are Alamo Cafe, Torchy's Tacos, Cheeseman,
I like cheese.
Iron Cactus, Rita's on the River.
Ooh.
Which I think we tried Rita's on the River's queso. It is good.
Did you say torchies?
Yes, I said Torchy's.
You suck.
Freddy's Frozen
Is that really a
Custard,
taco?
Acenar, Hofbra, Willigan's Island.
Wait,
from Austin,
Freddy's frozen custard?
Chili's and Chewy's. I know.
Did you say Chewies?
Yes, I said Chewy's.
Shout out to Chewy. Rest in peace, Han Solo.
But yeah, Freddy's Frozen Custard is going to be a competitor. How do you say that? What if their cheese is like the
Californians.
best cheese
Never
ever?
have in my
Californians.
life I said let's go get cheese fries over at Freddy's.
I like
Never.
their
They even
fries.
offer cheese
Hey,
fries. You don't
Yes.
know.
have you had their fries? Their fries are pretty good, even though they're like really small.
You know who's missing that needs to be a part of that is Culver's.
Ugh, I
Oh, the
love
cheese
Culver's.
curds straight from Wisconsin.
I'm
So the
salivating
VIP
right now.
tickets include specialty drinks, catered food from Spice of Life Catering,
Culver's,
a photo
pass me a
booth, door
check.
prizes, and tons more. And that's $26.50 with tax.
Ricky, I want you to come to my wedding, Ricky, because we're gonna have a queso fountain. It's gonna have five. It's gonna have 5 different cheese dips. You're gonna have. I forgot the rest
Cheese
of the movie,
fountain.
but
Cheese fountain.
but if you know the reference to that movie, you're my best friend.
So please give your answers to 210culture.com.
If you know the answer, please comment. If you know the answer to that movie reference there, but I'm gonna get you a ticket to the wedding. You're gonna be there at the wedding.
Oh God, hell yeah!
How am I gonna let you be at my wedding? I don't even want to speak to you right now.
Wait, if you're the cheeseaholic and Donna loves ranch, why don't you just do the ranch? Oh, got you. I know what you mean. All right, so let's go.
So let's
Okay.
jump
so
into the next one. But let me get my donut music here.
Our last topic is a donut shop that delivers by Scary Earth Donuts during the entire month of October will hand deliver your favorite donuts by a scary clown.
Bitch.
The company says it is the relentless pursuit of really, really freaking good donuts. Would you order donuts from here or be scared when a clown delivers your donuts? If somebody would not tell me that they were delivering me donuts, I would be freaking out.
Gee, do it.
Well, they come through the door with donuts in their hands. They're not just.
I
like,
wouldn't be threatened by the donuts.
They're not like.
Well, they should be. If
Donut?
they're gonna do the part, they need to do the part all the way where they need to, ask for me, and then I come out and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And they take me to their car and they put me in there and they're like,
But that's
"Here
a
you go.
small ass car. Have you seen a clown's car?
Here's a box of donuts.
They're like, Donna, there's somebody here for you, and she's like, who?
Lord
And they're like,
Mario.
and then she comes
Mario.
out thinking everything's cool, and then as soon as she walks out the door, all you hear is, "Hello, Donna.
We float down here.
I brought you glaze."
Come here, Georgie.
Yeah, that's how Donna thinks it's gonna go. But they're more just like,
Well, that's how it should
If,
be.
if you,
Like,
if you
welcome
want to
to
get
Dave.
Donna into a car, you
That's
gotta be
how it
like,
should be.
I got the new makeup palette in here,
Oh,
Donna.
yeah. If you tell me you got a new makeup palette, I will follow
normally they're just like, I'm Dave the clown. I got donuts for your bitch ass. Here you go.
That's
wanna see-
horrible.
He's
That's
like,
horrible.
he's like, you want to see something scary? This is my ex. See,
I
very
want the
scary.
real thing.
He's like, you want to see something scary? This is my full-time job.
Here's my
I want
resume.
the real thing. I want the clown suit. I want somebody to pick me up, kidnap me, put me in the car,
Whoa,
and then
whoa,
give
whoa,
me
whoa.
a box of
We
That
do
sounds
donuts.
like a
not
different type of
condone
service.
kidnapping here.
That sounds like a different type of service that I'm
That
not down to
sounds
pay
like
for.
something
Lord
that
Jesus.
might be created in the future for
Whatever.
fetishes.
I think I've seen that kind of movie before. It doesn't end too well. A lot of mess everywhere.
It's like
A
you
lot of
watched the wrong Grinch movie.
It's like a lot of confetti and a lot of balloons.
There's a lot of rubber balloons in that movie, but
Not really balloons though.
there's only the clown only knows how to make one balloon animal. That's a snake.
Jesus.
All right, so to our next topic.
Actually,
Okay. What?
That's it.
Oh,
It's on to these stories.
Donna is gonna
Creepy
be right back.
Karen.
She's gonna go make something to drink. But creepy Karen's about to come in. What's up, Karen?
creepy Karen.
How you doing today, creepy Karen? Just miss Donna again. I don't know how y'all keep missing each other, but she always happens to
I
go to
don't
the
even see
restroom.
her passing by.
She
so
happens
I
to
don't
always
know.
have to go to the restroom when you come up. I guess you didn't see her on the way up the
I
stairs.
make her shit.
I guess
Creepy
so.
Karen on the mic.
Creepy Karen.
Creepy
I'm not a
Karen.
Ghostbuster, bitch. I'm just here to read the fucking story.
You're just a nut buster. That's all you are.
I am. I am.
All right. Anyways, to
Let
the
me
story.
bust some.
Oh, there.
Not these huevos. Not
This
today.
is a family show that's explicit.
What
Really?
family? What family?
I know.
The ones that go ding 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 when they
I'm
get
sure
together from
G's
the-
mom's gonna be listening to this.
Shout out to my mom.
Hello.
Shout out to the moms. Hey.
We love you.
Shout out to everybody listening.
Come
Shout
here,
out,
check.
shout out to our one fan who's not my mom, Josie, who listens.
Oh, God.
But yeah, you know, tell your friends to listen. We're available everywhere. But Scary Karen.
Okay,
take
shut
it
up with
away.
your shameless plug.
Scary Karen here.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, you did.
Go ahead. Take it away, Karen.
Anyways.
Quick before Donna comes back. She gonna beat your ass.
So this is called My Father's Dying Words by Mr. Michael Squid. Oh, Squid.
Word.
I sat by the bed in the dimly lit hospice,
Hmm.
staring at the shrunken man with skin like tissue paper as he wheezed stale breath through yellow teeth. It smelled like old food and Band-Aids, and the blankets layered on his emaciated body seemed to have more depth in the frail man beneath them. My gaze followed the plastic tubes from his liver-spotted arm up to the clear drip of main brand dope. His jaundiced eyes were deep red in the corners of glassy orbs that fought to identify the man before him. I shouldn't have tracked him down, I thought. My mind was already on the keys in the ignition, the interstate exits, and a hasty return to my loving wife, Barbara. My feet finally began to catch up as I stood, but then his cold, waxy hand latched onto my wrist and squeezed harder than I thought. My father's face, a loose sketch of the man I'd seen only in photographs throughout my mother's old albums, leaned closer as his head left the pillow. My heart galloped in my chest as his mother's old albums leaned as his head left the pillow. My heart galloped in my chest as his hollow cheeks opened, and for the first time since he left us, when I was just a baby, I heard my father speak. "Why, son?" he asked, his eyes glossed over with tears. I cried immediately as I felt his knobby knuckles squeeze my wrist hand. I was overwhelmed by a flood of emotions that ate away the strength in my legs, and I collapsed onto the bedside chair once again. There was no way to explain the sadness that swirled in my aching heart. All of the lost time and the nights I cried wondering where he was and why he left. I found notes in the attic later chronicling dozens of excavations of ancient ruins across the globe. He was an archaeologist, esteemed and respected in the field, yet he abandoned us just after I was born, and I hated him for that. Still, I had to say goodbye when I learned he was dying after finally tracking him down. "Why did you find me?" he asked, as his face pulled down into a horrible frown. I felt the hairs on my neck stand as the temperature seemed to drop in that dim home of the hospice. The light flickered, and I only then saw those jagged teeth in a lipless mouth, black eyes, and long fingers twitching from within the shadowy corner of that room. Something was in there with us. Something tall and inhumane that ate away at the logic of the world I'd known. Something unspeakable. I realized he'd unearthed during one of his digs so many years ago. My father then wheezed out those final words just before the light in his eyes went out. "Now it knows about you."
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Everybody, Creepy Karen. Man, look at decided to come back from the restroom break if it isn't Donna.
Why are you laughing from your bathroom break,
Why do you always
Donna?
go to the bathroom when Karen comes?
Huh?
Do you
I
just
know.
not like
Do you
Karen?
not like Karen?
I hate Karen.
Karen never done anything to you. I don't think you've ever
Karen
met.
just has her cats. What the fuck's wrong?
No, Karen doesn't do anything. That's her one time of the week that she gets away from her 17 kids to come and
Oh my god, 17?
tell us a story, and you just blow her off.
By kids, we mean her cats.
Oh, her cat. Okay.
But
That sounds good.
what was I gonna say? I had to think. Oh,
You
have
had
you
a
ever
thing
seen
with a
the
thing?
the movie Gerald's Game?
Gerald's Game. Hmm.
Oh,
Where
that's on Netflix.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
she fell
why?
asleep. I saw it.
I saw it too.
What was it about?
Like 5
What was it
minutes
about?
into it, and then
They go into this house, and then the guy handcuffs her to the bed.
sounds
And
like
then-
50 Shades of Grey.
He dies of a heart attack, and she tries to get out, but she's imagining him still alive. So she's over here like hallucinating and shit, trying to get out.
And that like at night, Death
Sounds kinky.
And then like at night, that Death is supposed to come and kill her
Yeah.
because she's like starting to like dehydrate and stuff.
Mm.
And then like I don't want to spoil the movie for everyone. The ending was kind of stupid though, but it ends up being that it was like an actual person with everything that goes on. But it's a pretty cool movie. It kind of reminded me of that when she was talking about the tall guy in the corner and stuff. So reminded me of that. That's what I was just mentioning that there. But yeah, Karen gave us another good story that you missed yet again. But you know, this is where we throw our shameless plugs so we can end the show. So of course, this Wednesday coming up is our What Do You Meme Halloween edition at Luchador Bar. So definitely come out, tell your friends, come get dressed up. We're gonna have a costume contest. We have a costume contest. We don't know what we're gonna do as a prize for that yet, but we're gonna have a prize for that. We're gonna have our What Do You Meme game is gonna be all Halloween themed. So we're gonna have Halloween memes on there. So that's gonna be another good one. Of course, there's gonna be karaoke after us at 10 o'clock. We'll be off the duty, but you know, we might
You said duty.
but you know, who knows? We might sing a song with you guys if y'all buy us some drinks or something. But yeah, definitely check us out. And then the week after that, on what is it? November 1st. Oh yeah, the week of Halloween. But that Thursday, November 1st, catch us again at our Luchador Bar for our first ever live 210 Culture podcast. So we're going to be doing our podcast live on Facebook in person. So if you want to come catch us all live while we do
Come
this,
at me, bro.
come out with us out there. We're going to have
You won't.
we're going to have some of the wrestlers out there from the Santa Chinga promotions.
Yes.
Because they have their wrestling
So
event
get
that
your chinga
Saturday.
house out there.
So we have, they're going to have their event that Saturday on the 3rd, the New Beginning. So they're going to have their wrestling
That's
show there at
threats for
Luchador
you
Bar.
bilingual people.
They're going to have Nacho Libre's.
I thought you said there was
Stunt
going to be
Devil.
nachos there. So you say is that Nacho Libre?
They're going to have Nacho Libre's Stunt Devil. They're going to have
nachos.
they're going to have
I want
Ramses,
nachos.
number 1. His arms
Ramses
are number
number
1.
one.
His legs are number 1. So yeah, so come out Thursday. We're going to be out there doing our podcast, promoting some of the wrestlers out there, doing a meet and greet. If you can't go out there, we will be live on Facebook Live, so you can watch it there. And of course, we will be
Yes.
recording, so we will upload the audio onto our podcast areas for you guys to watch. And I think that's it for now. We don't have anything else going that I'm aware of, that I know of, because nobody's cut us a check for anything. So.
Sometimes we wear stretchy pants just for fun.
But yeah, definitely catch us out there. So that's it because the checks haven't cleared. So with that being said, this will be a wrap for episode, what did I say, 8? Yeah, episode 8, the tip-off season.
Hey.
Yeah, you know, it's just been glorious having these fans here to do the show for.
So with that being said, there's nothing else to say other than I'm G.
And I'm Dom.
And Donna.
And thank you for listening to 210 Culture Podcast.
210 Culture.
And remember, like always, 210 Culture. Bringing
Bringing
the
the best
of
of 210 Nation. Smashing.